Hi, my name is Lisa, and I'm doing this for ITL510 for the Read Aloud assignment. First, I chose the book Albert by Donna Jo Napoli for my third grade class because I'm teaching them about mammals and birds and science. And I thought it went perfectly with the chapter because the book is about birds. And I also chose it because it had a great lesson, and the main character in the book, had a really good character development. He actually changed for the better in the book. I also chose it because it had a very unique storyline, and I had never read a book like that before, and I enjoyed it, so I thought they would enjoy it too. And as far as getting ready for the read aloud, I wanted to choose a book that had a lot of illustrations, so when I showed it to them, they could see and picture the characters. And I also wanted to choose a shorter book so that I could keep their attention span. And I also, when I read the book twice to prepare for it, I read the book and then first just to read the storyline, and I really enjoyed it. So I ended up choosing that book, and then I went back and I read it again, and then I put post-its of where I wanted to stop in the book. Like, okay, right here would be a great question to ask them how they're feeling so far. And I put that post-it in there. And then I also did a couple post-its with questions that I would ask them at the beginning. I put those post-its on the back of the book. And then I wrote down vocab words. And then also during my second reading, I was scanning for vocab words that they may not know. So what I did was I wrote down the vocab words on the board, as you can see in the video, because I wanted them to, like, I'm going to tell them, but they're going to forget. So when I say, oh, preening, they could look on the board and refer to that. And that's pretty much all I did to prepare. And then as far as how I felt in the book, or reading the book, at first I felt nervous. Because probably just because there was a camera there and I knew this was for an assignment, so I was nervous that I wouldn't do everything that I had planned to do. And then it's not like I could do a redo either. It's just that one time when they're reading the book, that's it. I can't make them redo it. I also, when I began reading the book, I just tried to focus on how, like, reading the book but showing the book and being able to see it at the same time. And then as it went on, I got more comfortable, but I was really trying to enunciate my words and put emotion into it to keep their attention. And when I was done, or even during the whole read aloud, I loved their reactions. They were participating, and I loved it. When I was done, I just felt satisfied, and I felt like they were really happy about it. And then during the book, the students ranged from excited to grossed out. They're like, ew, when the bird fed the man a beetle. And then I just had so many hands and so many people wanted to participate. And they were also they were talking during it, and they were making bird sounds, and I just felt like they really enjoyed the book. And challenges that I went through, I would say I'm not experienced doing this, so I think that was one challenge, that I've never done this before. This is all new. I've read to them before, but I've never prepared like that before. So I think just making sure that I got everything, the before, the during, and the after part, was a big challenge. And then my strengths, I think, was just knowing the students. I've been teaching them since the beginning of the year, and I'm the co-teacher with another teacher. So I think knowing them and knowing what they like, and also knowing their material, because if I was a teacher coming in and I didn't know what they were studying, maybe the book, they may not enjoy it. So I think my advantage there was, or my strength there was, that I know the students and I know that what they're studying in class, and I know their personalities. What could I do differently next time? I think just researching more read-alongs because I've never, I mean, this is all new. I've done read-alouds, but not that in depth. So I think I just like to get to see what other teachers do and incorporate that with teachers that are more experienced. And then another thing that I like to do to improve it is creating activities for them to do after the read aloud to know that they really comprehended it or to further um, like make sure that they understand it. And what did I learn? I just think I learned how to do the read aloud better. I learned that I need to prepare for it or it's not the same, and that the questions that I asked during or before, during, and after made the story just better. They understood it better, and even the teacher that I work with, who has a lot more experience than me, she was saying, "Wow, I know they tell you to do this stuff, and sometimes we don't, but it really does make it better." So, and then the next day, I ended up reading to a TK class, and I just felt more confident, and I asked them questions during it, so I felt like I got better. Like I learned how to do a proper read along. What did I learn about myself as a teacher? It gave me more confidence. I think sometimes I underestimate that I could just underestimate myself, and it just gave me more confidence to do that. Also, I know I need to prepare. I think I learned that preparing is huge, that I really do need to prepare in order to make that read along just for them to understand more and for them to learn more. And then I want to say I really enjoyed this assignment. I think it was very useful, and I'm excited to read to them again. So thank you.